Good morning, guys. What's going on? What's going on? A little Jasmy in the morning for you. How's everybody doing? How is everybody doing? Gonna give you guys a few minutes to pour into the chat. See who's all around, who's all at home, who's not, who's watching from work. Yeah. We'll see, guys. We'll see. WF Capital, what's up, brother? What is going on? You're here first today. Oh man, nailed it. Nailed it. All right. Yeah, like I said, give you guys a few minutes to come on into the chat. Crypto Goddess, what's up, multimillionaires? What's up? What's up? H. Barbarina from work. Nice. Kevin, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. WF Capital, other days it wasn't notifying me when you're going live for some reason. Yeah, I don't know. The algorithm's weird like that. Sometimes it pushes you out. Sometimes it doesn't push you out. Like, I don't know what the hell, man. Market is a bit down, eh? Yeah, it's Bitcoin's pulling the alts down pretty good. It's down to 68,000. Got as low as 68.8. So yeah, pretty big pull down for Bitcoin. Kind of pulled the alts down pretty good. Jasmy, obviously. Jasmy's holding support nicely. Miria got pulled down pretty hard. KASPA, H-bar. XRP, Swift. Couple things are pumping, but we had some news about we had some bullish news about Fetch, Ocean, and AGIX, and we're going to get into that in a little bit. That's why they're pumping so hard. But yeah. Geez, AGIX, guys. We got into this at like 10 cents or something like that. Absolutely love that buy. Good morning, Jasmy. Pretty much tracking Bitcoin now, so hopefully Bitcoin has a good day today. Well, so far it's not having that great of a day, man. Like Bitcoin, that is. Veracity. What about Veracity? What's Veracity doing today? Down 5%. Not bad. Ooh, back under a cent. Veracity is a great pickup under a cent, man. That's a great DCA opportunity right there. GT, I couldn't make heads or tails of what Hara said last night, except for the 100 million part. He could use a translator. Yeah, I agree. It was a little bit difficult to understand. That's why we're waiting today. I'm hoping to see some sort of a translation. But guys, like I said before, on Saturday we're going to have Jesse and from KIR Finance, and we're going to have Jasmy US. Are both going to be in the house. We're going to be live streaming on Saturday, so we should be able to break a lot of it down for you guys. So make sure you guys are here for that on Saturday. Made alive, yo, Lewis. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. I just got 80K more Veracity and put it in my stake. Nice. That's epic, brother. Epic. Guys, if you're new here, please make sure you're smashing that subscribe button for me. We got to keep the channel growing. You know what it is. We got to keep the Jasmy content getting out to the masses, guys. So also, if you're watching on X, make sure you shoot me a follow. That'd be greatly appreciated. Hara did say that 100 million could grow. More usage and alts and alt season could mean much bigger lockups. Yes, agreed. No push-ups today, baby G. Nice. Made it in. That's how it's done. Proppy's killing it lately. Yeah, I was actually looking at Proppy a little bit earlier today. Yeah, I would love to get. Honestly, I'm at a point now where I would like to get an entry point on Proppy at this point. It's up another 74% though. What's it looking like? Yeah, it's up another 74%, 77%. Sorry, it's having a hell of a time. Hell of a time. Should have got in on this early, but still time, guys. I'm hoping to fill up a bag of Proppy pretty soon. I got to finish my Swift bag before I do anything else, though. Rio for the win. Is Rio crushing it today too? I know it was crushing it the other day. Is this the one you're talking about? Oh no, you're talking about, yeah, here we go. Here we go. Yeah, 39% up, crushing it as well, eh? Absolutely smashing it. Nice. Some good plays out there, guys. Some good plays going on out there right now. Absolutely love it. Time is money. Another day to DCA. We need to get to 3 cents. 100%. 100%. What's the ETH fee to transfer the ETH coins from the Tangent wallet to exchange? The fees on your transfers, there's no set amount of fees. Your fees are based on your slippage, and they're based on how much you're sending and stuff like that, and how congested the market is or the network is at the time that you're trying to do your transfer. There is no number amount that that you can pick out and say it's going to cost you $5 or whatever it is, right? That's not how it works. It works based on a bunch of different factors. So I missed the whole AMA. I tried to listen to it but fell asleep. What did I miss? Well, baby G, you missed quite a bit, but you can also watch the replay. I streamed it live, so if you watched last night's live stream, I streamed the whole thing. So check it out. And if you read the comment section while he's talking, a few people help break down what he's saying as well. 625,000 coins in my bag, trying to get to 1 million before the year is out. Nice. Very nice. Bro, I'm back again with Gari Network. Could you once Gari? What is Gari? What is Gari Network? Down 3.4%, 3 cents. $16.5 million market cap. Pretty good, pretty good. About half the supplies in circulation over on Solana. What do they do? World's biggest Web3 social community. I think we looked at this, didn't we? We looked at this a couple of days ago. Yes, Web3 social network. Not a bad idea to have something like this in your portfolio, guys. Social Fi projects too will do fairly well. 98 cents. Yeah, this should have a pretty good bull run. Should smash through all-time highs. Should hit price discovery. Very low market cap still. Not a bad project. Not a bad project. Buddy, I'm again back with Gari Network. Could you look at that? Just looked at it. Buy the transferring fee is lower than selling directly. I don't understand what you're asking me there. Cool, thanks. No problem, no problem. What up, big dog? What's up, brother? What's up, Brian? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. What's up, David? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Is Jasmy ISO 2022 token? I do not believe that it is. I don't think so. Sorry, no. I do not believe that it is at this time. Could be classified as one moving forward, but as of right now, it is not. So, yeah. If you're new, guys, like I said before, make sure you're hitting the subscribe button. Let's keep the channel growing, guys. Help us out. All the work we put into the research would be fantastic. If you could help a brother out and hit the subscribe button, that would be fantastic. Super fantastic. Do it now. Do it. What are you waiting for? Setback for SEC with Judge Fiala granting Coinbase's motion to dismiss the SEC's claim. You got that backwards, my friend. I believe that's backwards. We're going to get into it, though, so stick around because we're going to cover that news story. So the transferring fee of ETH tokens is lower than selling them directly. I have no idea. Again, you're looking for a baseline number, and there isn't one. When it comes to ETH transactions, there is not a base number that you can turn to. I don't know which one's cheaper, transferring or buying directly or selling directly. Sorry. I mean, if you're selling into a stable coin, that's still just a transfer. You're just converting from ETH into a stable coin, as opposed to converting it from ETH into, I don't know, another crypto project, right? It's still a transfer technically, right? Could Hara tell us about the spell? Okay. That's how it's going to be, eh? That's how it's going to be. Okay. Okay. I got you. I got you. Good old spell token. Let's have a look at a little bit of the news. See what Jesse's got to say. Check this out, guys. Check this out. This is why AGIX, Fetch AI, and Ocean are pumping today. So Fetch, AGIX, and Ocean may be joining forces to create one AI token between them all. Bloomberg, three AI companies that operate on blockchain are in talks to merge their crypto tokens, a move aimed at helping them develop a decentralized AI platform. SingularityNet, Fetch AI, and Ocean Protocol are discussing merging their tokens into an ASI token that would have a fully diluted value of $7.5 billion, according to people familiar with the matter. The deal, which could be announced as soon as Wednesday, would hinge on approval from the members of each community, said the people who asked not to be identified because the information was private. While the three platforms would continue to operate as separate entities, they would collaborate under the guidance of a so-called superintelligence collective run by Ben Gurzel, founder and chief executive officer of SingularityNet. The people said Fetch AI CEO, an earlier investor in DeepMind, an AI company that Google bought in 2014, would be chairman. The people said, representatives for SingularityNet, Fetch AI, and AI Protocol declined to comment. The discussion comes as big tech companies, including Alphabet Inc. and Microsoft Corp., are investing heavily in AI, which has the potential to change the way people interact with technology. So massive potential partnership here between Fetch AI, SingularityNet, and Ocean Protocol, guys. Absolutely crazy. Personally, I wouldn't buy any. I don't know what they're doing, if they're merging into one token or what. So I would wait to see what's going to happen with that personally. But they're pumping like crazy right now. So we'll have to see what happens, guys. Very interesting, though. Very, very interesting. Base is often cheaper because it's being tested. I'm still learning this process, but I did see using Base from ETH Network was cheaper. Rob, have you checked out the Root? Seems good. Good tokenomics. No plug. Not invested into it myself. I'm kind of tapped out. Root is a project that we brought over to our members about 5 months ago, I think. We look at microcap gems for the members, and we do members only live streams on Sundays. So a lot of the members of the channel got in on this project really, really early. So yeah, we did look into this. I did a video on it for the members. Guys, if you want to get in early on these kinds of plays, this one's pumped up, not super heavy, but if you want to get in early on these plays, guys, you got to click the link in the chat to do that. Become a member of the channel. You also get my buy and sell alerts, what I'm doing with my portfolio. Hey, Rob, I see April is when Japanese tax breaks on crypto go into law. Maybe that's why Reddit is telling everyone to participate and buy a little Jasmy that day. Probably. Could be correlated, but yeah, there will be no taxation on unrealized gains in Japan starting April 1st. So I think that's going to cause us to see a lot more VC money and bigger money start to pour into crypto out in Japan because of that. They can buy and they can hold long term without having to worry about tax implications anymore. So that's massive. That's absolutely massive. Nick, yes, first to the chat as always. You're a little late, brother. A little bit late. Push-ups galore, brother. Push-ups galore. You owe me 50. I'm also thinking about putting my money on DeFi social media platform. I invested 5K in Gari and 5K in 5K in Gari and 5K in Gari. So you invested 10K in Gari. What about Reels? Been seeing it around Reels. Maybe it's on CoinMarketCap. Hang on. All I can find is a liquidity pool right now. Uh, 500K market cap, 23 days old. Seems okay. I mean, very, very low market cap. Where can you get it? You got to get it on Radium. Okay. I don't really know much about it because it can't open the X. There is no website link, so I don't really know what they're about, but very low market cap anyway. Greetings, crypto. Is still a baby and much room for improvements. What do you think about Tectonic? It's still super easy for this one. Yeah, Tectonic is another gem we brought to our members over on the member side about 3 or 4 weeks ago. Very bullish on it. Very, very bullish on it. Yeah. Like I said, guys, if you want to get in early on those plays, you gotta become a member of the channel. Click the link in the chat, guys, because some of you guys are bringing me plays that us on the member side, we've been buying into these plays for weeks, like sometimes 6 to 8 weeks, and we've already made our profits. You're showing up late to the party if you're not a member of the channel. Rob, if you had to choose, would you rather have XCN or mobile or both? I mean, honestly, obviously, the diplomatic answer is both, right? But I personally would have more conviction in right now mobile, right? I got to say mobile, and that's because I got to be honest with you and transparent. While mobile is next on my list to start accumulating more of, and it's ahead of XCN on my priority list, right? So I guess that would be your answer. That's why people in Japan are waiting to buy. Yeah, exactly. Oh, okay. 5K into Gari, 5K into IC. Nice. Very nice. Good choices. Proppy, yeah, I already looked at, I think I looked at Proppy already. I did because I want to pick some up. I'm at a point now where I'd love to get a bag of it, but it's up 85% on the day, man. It's going nuts, right? Proppy's going to be huge. When speak Hara? Hara did his AMA last night. If you want to watch it, I live streamed it, so you can go back to last night's live stream and watch that because I streamed the whole thing. So go check that out. Looking into DBZ Tribute for quick pump and bail. DBZ Tribute, is that Dragon Ball Z? Remember when Diamond Boys coin? Overcome, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Kevin, Rob, you should be a Jasmy ambassador. Yeah. I hear that a lot. I'm pretty confident in my statement when I say that nobody puts more Jasmy content out than I do. But yeah, Absolutely. That would be nice to be able to ask them questions and speak with them directly. That would be nice. But Jesse tells me that it's not all bells and whistles. So ZTX. $55 million market cap. Not in love with the tokenomics. Only about 23% of the supply is in circulation. All-time high was 4 months ago, 3 cents. What do they do? A virtual world empowering creators and communities, open beta live. So they're like a metaverse on Arbitrum. Oh yeah. Yeah, I like this play. I like that it's a metaverse Web3 gaming play. I don't like the tokenomics on it, but that can be fixed, right? So yeah, he's got a lot of listings to come. Yeah, seems like a decent little play. Thanks for your input. No problem, Beebs. I got you, brother. I got you. Jasmy Scam. Hello, sir. What did I miss, and why is the market down? Market's down because Bitcoin's down, essentially. To kind of summarize it for you, Bitcoin's kind of pulling everything down. Yeah, only a couple things are pumping. Do you think we will see a major pump for Jasmy by the end of the week? Hopefully, not want more. It depends on what Bitcoin does. It depends on what's going to happen with Bitcoin at the end of the day. I'm still anticipating a big altcoin run before the halving, guys. And I mean, we're running out of time. So every other cycle, we've always had a little altcoin run before the halving. We haven't had it yet. So I'm still waiting for that to happen. Lily, how are you? Good to see you made it in. Good to see you. Good morning, my friend. Good morning. Welcome in. Reason for the dip today? A couple reasons. We're going to get into some of the news, guys, but essentially, Bitcoin has pulled back a tiny bit, so it's naturally affected the rest of the market. But there is a couple of news pieces that may be contributing factors. So, hang on a second here. Hey, with XCN upgrade, is there anything we have to do beforehand? Not that I know of, no. What do you think about KuCoin FUD? We covered a lot of the KuCoin FUD yesterday. What I will say is that a lot of people were panicking; they couldn't withdraw their funds. I put in my transfer requests for my funds on KuCoin yesterday. One of the transfers took about 40 minutes. One of them, a bigger one, took probably like 8 or 9 hours, but it still went through. It still got my money. So the network is like majorly congested when you get kind of a bank run like that on an exchange, right? So that's why the transfer time was lagging so bad, right? But at the end of the day, all I can do is speak from my experience, and my experience is I put in requests to transfer most of my funds off of KuCoin yesterday, and all my transfers went through. Every single one of them. Not one of them failed. They took a long time, but they went through, right? So that's my experience with it anyways. So yeah. All right, let's get into some more of the news here, shall we? Some more of the news. What else do we got going on? So, breaking news: $4.5 trillion asset manager Fidelity has filed for their S1 form for a spot Ethereum ETF with staking included. So yeah, we're gonna this is such a mess. It's such a circus, man. Like, how do you even predict what's going to happen with this ETF for Ethereum now? It's crazy, right? On one hand, you've got Fidelity applying for it, right? And the general consensus used to be, and I used to agree with it, that Gary was going to approve it. But now he's launched an investigation into Ethereum, trying to label Ethereum a security, right? Which tells you very clearly that he's not going to approve the Ethereum ETF in May, right? Because of that. But then you have the CFTC comes out and names and labels Ethereum a commodity in their court case yesterday, right? Which contradicts what the SEC is saying about it, right? And now you've got Fidelity applying for an Ethereum ETF. So like what the hell is going to happen here? This is crazy. It's a circus. This is what I'm talking about. And Gary will actually sit in front of Congress and tell them with a straight face that there's clarity in the market. He says perfectly clear. He says it's perfectly clear. We don't need guidance. We don't need new rules. We don't need new laws. It's perfectly clear, right? Yeah, okay. Whatever you say, Gare Bear. Like whatever you say, buddy. Perfectly clear. Your KYC got rejected on KuCoin. Wow. Jasmy needs to do its lockup on the 1st of April. Tie that to the first day zero crypto tax in Japan. Could mean epic pump. Yeah, could be. Could mean. Definitely would. Brian, Gare Bear sucks. Yes. We do not like the Gare Bear. Good old Gare Bear. All right. So what else is going on? As we see here, guys, I wanted to explain this because this is a little more bullish than people understand, right? So it says Jasmy family just hit 66K holders, 70K holders by the end of April. This number, 66,000 holders, is actually not an accurate number, guys, right? Because, and I'm going to tell you why. Because when you look at bigger exchanges like Binance, for example, just use Binance as one of the examples, okay? Because Jasmy's listed everywhere, right? So we'll just take Binance. Well, Binance probably has thousands of holders on it, people who hold Jasmy on Binance, right? However, in saying that, or we can use KuCoin or crypto.com, whatever major exchange, you get the point, right? They have thousands of Jasmy holders on the exchange. However, when you look at the wallets, the Binance only counts as all those holders of Jasmy on Binance, for example, only count as one wallet, right? So there's actually far more Jasmy holders than is said here, because the major exchanges only count as one wallet, but it's spread across thousands of holders, right? So just little bit of perspective for you there. It's also likely that interest rates will be falling at the same time as alt season. Imagine, yes, yeah, we're going to get at least 2 or 3 rate cuts this year. So that's another bullish catalyst, guys. It's going to send the market into the stratosphere, right? Because we're going to see money start pouring back into risk on assets for sure, 100%. Gary and Elizabeth Warren are the worst thing in crypto. 100%. 100%. SEC and Coinbase news too. Yes, we're going to get into that as well. We got that on the docket as well. Rob, in your opinion, do you think the top will be this year or 2025? Honestly, I've talked about this before. There's 2 perspectives on this, right? A lot of people think that we're going to just see the continuation of the 4-year cycle. We'll see the top really, like we'll see the real bull run start where coins start going parabolic. Bitcoin starts going parabolic around October, November, right? And then which will lead us all the way into the second half of next year, or the end of the second quarter of next year, somewhere around there. Will be close to the top of the market. And I'll be honest with you, I am one of those people who believes that. However, there's a growing sentiment in the market of people who believe that we're going to see an abbreviated bull run, and that we're going to see the peak in December of this year. Personally, I don't think that that's going to be the case. I think those people are being misled, because those are the same people that think we're ahead of schedule on this bull run, but we are, but we aren't. Okay. And I've said this before, guys, right? Bitcoin's price action is ahead of schedule, yes, but that is artificially manufactured because of the ETFs, right? The rest of the market, if you go back and look at all the other metrics, if you go to Google Trends and stuff like that, all of those metrics are still where they were at this time in the last 2 cycles, right? So we're right on pace for where we should be with the rest of the market. It's just Bitcoin's price has been artificially inflated by the ETFs. Everything else is right on schedule. And a lot of people are missing that because they're not doing their research into the other metrics. They're just looking at the Bitcoin chart and saying, oh, look, we're ahead of schedule. The whole market's ahead of schedule. No. Bitcoin's ahead of schedule. Rest of the market is right on schedule, right? So it's a common misconception. That's why I believe that we won't see the peak of the market till sometime next year. In the second quarter of next year, somewhere around there will be the top. Google Trends, like I said, YouTube searches for crypto is down still. Google searches for crypto are down still. We're not picking it up yet. So sorry for the request for dismissal was denied for the SEC and Coinbase. Yeah, we're going to cover that. We're going to cover it. What are your top 3 coins that make you feel are in a good price range to add right now? The 3 that I'm targeting right now is Nets, Swift Coin, and Helium Mobile are the 3 that I'm targeting right now. Plenty of time to still DCA, my friends. Get in while you can. Yes. Is Junction or Chain the Jasmy coin that will be used for their ecosystem? Will that be something that we can buy? No, there is not a Junction coin or Chain coin. You're using the Jasmy coin, right? The Jasmy, they're not making a new version coin. There's not going to be a Junction coin or anything like that. It's Jasmy coin that's going to be used. So, what else is on the docket here, guys? What else? Oh yeah, check this out. Pretty cool stuff. So Coinbase has updated their breakdown of Jasmy, and says here, what is the history of Jasmy coin? They updated it already. Check this out. The project is partnered with with major players in the digital industry, including Transcosmos, Panasonic, and Vio. So Coinbase, the point of this is that Coinbase has acknowledged and recognized this massive partnership and updated their breakdown accordingly pretty quickly, in my opinion. So you have to know that Binance has definitely taken notice of this as well, right? So that's very, very bullish, guys. KK, first week of April in Japan will be epic buying volume. I agree. Yes, with no tax implications, it's going to be very, very bullish indeed. All right, let's get into this here. SEC can proceed with Coinbase lawsuit court ruling. A United States court has denied Coinbase's motion to dismiss the SEC's case against the exchange. The decision made by U.S. District Judge Fiala allows the SEC to pursue a lawsuit against Coinbase, which alleges that the exchange operates as an unregistered exchange broker and clearing agency. According to the March 27th court document that stated, the court finds the SEC has sufficiently pleaded that Coinbase operates as an exchange, as a broker, and as a clearing agency under the federal securities laws, and through its staking program engages in unregistered offers and sales of securities. The SEC sued Coinbase on June 23rd, alleging that the crypto exchange violated federal securities laws by listing 13 tokens it alleged were securities. The firm was seeking an order to drop the case, questioning the SEC's authority over the crypto exchange. Now, this is kind of puzzling to me, a little bit puzzling, because one of the reasons that Coinbase offered the judge why the case should be dropped was because Congress has not given authority to the SEC to oversee the digital asset space, the crypto space. And to partner with that, there was an amicus brief sent to the judge on behalf of Coinbase from Congress, right? From Congress, from a congresswoman. I can't remember her name, but from a congresswoman. And she said the same thing. She said, look, she is a congressman. And she said, we have not given the SEC authority in this case. What the hell's wrong with this judge when literally a congressman is telling you that they have not granted the SEC authority over this? They're overreaching. Like, how do you not say, oh, okay, well, I mean, you're the ones in charge, you know? I don't know. That's a little puzzling to me, but maybe the judge just wants to see how this plays out, you know? But I guess we'll see. Coinbase argued that the transactions facilitated on the platform do not qualify as financial securities and thus falls outside the SEC's purview. However, the regulator argues that at least some of those transactions constitute investment contracts. Quote, at least some of the transactions on Coinbase's platform and through relative services constitute investment contracts, which the federal securities laws have long recognized as securities. The parties readily acknowledged that the viability of enforcement action hinges on his difference of opinion. The court denied Coinbase's motion to dismiss the case, arguing that similar transactions have previously been considered security transactions. Quote, as explained herein, the crypto maybe recent vintage, but the challenged transactions fall comfortably within the framework that the courts have used to identify securities for nearly 8 years. The court also cited Coinbase's lack of registration with the securities regulator. The court concludes that because the well-pleaded allegations of the complaint plausibly support the SEC's claim that Coinbase operates as an unregistered intermediary of securities, the defendant's motion must be denied. The two parties were ordered to submit a proposed case management plan by April 19th, according to the court documents. Very, very bearish news, guys. Very bearish news. However, again, apparently, very, very few motions to dismiss in cases similar to this are ever approved. So it was a long shot to begin with, apparently. And I don't know. I'm more of the mindset that, listen, there probably is some things that Coinbase has done that, you know, is probably not right, you know. But I think this is going to end up at the end of the day being the type of decision similar to the Ripple case where, you know, the big win in the case goes to Ripple, and then some minor detail wins go to the SEC. For example, the whole initial sales to initial coin offerings and stuff like that, right? To institutional investors, right? It'll probably be something similar to that. It'll be a sweeping victory for Coinbase, but this case is going to drag on, guys. So buckle in. It's going to be a while. And yeah, I mean, we'll see how it goes, right? Stay on top of it. You guys know that. You know how we do. What else do we got? So Hara shared this article, so I wanted to read it from Cointelegraph. Panasonic teams up with Jasmy to create controlled identity platform for IoT. The partners will offer a decentralized data storage solution based on Jasmy's PDL. Tech giant Panasonic has partnered with Jasmy to roll out the Web3 platform to connect personal data on the Internet of Things. The new platform will be based on Jasmy's PDL product. IoT platform developer Jasmy and Panasonic Advanced Technology began their collaboration in February, but announced it on March 26th. The new platform will provide secure data storage and give users control over access to their data, as well as improving proceeding and reaction times, according to the statement. Jasmy's chief financial officer, Hara, who uses the name Hara on social media, stated on X that the new platform would be built in 3 to 6 months. According to the Jasmy website, with the personal data locker, only hash values are managed on the blockchain, while data files are stored in a decentralized network. Thanks to this system, the storage capacity of single blocks and large file sizes are not an impediment to performance. Jasmy was formed by former Sony executives in 2016 and is listed its Jasmy coin on exchanges in 2021. It states on its website that it is billed as Japan's Bitcoin, and described on its website, merchants pay Jasmy to use data storage by it and the data owner Jasmy as a reward. Jasmy announced the launch of DePIN project called Junction earlier this month. It aims to form a GPU colony into the public layer 2 and AI service hub. Trading in Jasmy, which has a market cap of 1.1 billion, rose by 111% in 24 hours on the news. It hit a high of 2.4 cents on March 26, up from 2.1 cents the previous day. So, interesting article, starting to see recognition. I was starting to see a lot of people ask, like some of the haters, the haters. They're like, I never saw any kind of announcement or acknowledgement of this partnership by Panasonic, so it's probably just made up. It's not real, right? Like, these people will reach for anything, man, anything. It's sad, really. Like, it's sad. At some point, you have to be able to say, as a professional investor, you have to be able to say at some point, shit, I was wrong about this project, right? But no, they'll just keep reaching, right? Being right is more important to them than making money. And that's a complete symptom of social media, in my opinion. So many people are more concerned with being right than anything else, right? And it's absolutely absurd. So these people, the haters, let them hate, sitting there. It's the same thing that remember that, what was that guy, Jerry? Made that video a few months ago hating on Jasmy, and he was telling people in his video that Ando doesn't even know who Jasmy is. He's not associated with the project. He doesn't know them, blah, blah, blah. Like, he just completely made it up and tried to talk about it like it was a thing. You know what I mean? Haters will reach for anything that they can. Anything that they can. Now saying, oh, Sony never announced anything. Only Jasmy said something. Well, I showed you guys yesterday. I don't know if you guys remember in the live stream, but I pulled it up. On the official Panasonic website, they announced a partnership over there too. So, in fact, let me have a brief look here. Let me have a brief look here. Yes, I will show you guys right now that I'm not talking shit. Right? Boom, Panasonic's website, guys. Right here. We have issued a press release to start a collaborating with Jasmy Co. Ltd. on Web3 based IoT platform development on Panasonic's website. I am not talking out my ass. I know what I'm talking about. Haters gonna hate. Ain'ters gonna ain't. Right? Would be nice for Jasmy to update their official website alongside the Junction. Yeah, well, I mean, we'll be focusing more on the Junction website moving forward anyways, right? Top three coins, spell token, spell token, spell token. Screw you, Michael. Government taxes, if a government taxes unrealized gains, that's completely criminal. Yeah, it's essentially theft is what it is, right? Like, why would you tax on profits that aren't real? They haven't been realized, right? It might go all the way back down. You pay tax on something and you're at a lot. Like, it doesn't make sense. That's like an Elizabeth Warren kind of tax, you know? You think Jasmy will pump today or maybe by the end of the week? I mean, today, everything's looking kind of down today, to be honest with you. Hoping we can get a good, strong weekly close, though. There's a lot of time left in the week still, so we could see a good, strong weekly close. I hope those who are participating in the NCCC would have to buy Jasmy first and convert it to J tokens to use. Yeah. I'm waiting for more clarification on that, to be honest with you. So that's why I'm looking forward to Saturday when I got Jesse and Spencer on. We're going to have a good deep dive talk about it. Is it better for me to keep my Swift on KuCoin or a hardware wallet? It's on ETH, so the fees are making me so nuts. Guys, this is the thing with this. I get this kind of thing all the time. All the time I get messages from people asking me how to avoid paying fees on exchanges and stuff like that. And I know that's not what you're asking, but it's alluding into that. I know Ethereum gas fees are crazy. What I would say to you, Blatt, is if you're going to do your transfer, I would do it at like 3 o'clock in the morning, Western time, because the network will be less congested, right? If the network is less congested, your fees are going to be lower. But I would also tell you that I would recommend holding on a cold storage wallet as opposed to holding your crypto on any exchange ever, right? But in saying that, guys, this is something that's been kind of weighing on me a little bit. And again, Blair, I know this is not what you're asking, but it popped up in my head, okay? Is that I get certain people asking me, hey, Rob, what's a way that I can avoid paying, gas fees on exchanges and stuff like that? It's like, guys, like, what the hell are you talking about? It's not free. It's not free to operate in life, right? Like, you got to pay to play. This is the crypto space. How do you think that these exchanges make their money and continue to operate financially, right? They make their money on the fees, the transaction fees, right? If there's no transaction fees, guess what? There's no exchange. If there's no exchange, guess what? You're not buying any crypto, right? It's that simple. It's like asking a taxi driver to drive you around for free, right? Like, guys, I don't understand. If there was some shortcut or way around paying transaction fees and stuff like that, everyone would be doing it, right? It wouldn't be some exclusive secret that one person knows. Like, you got to pay to play, right? Nothing is free in life. So that's just the way that it is, right? These exchanges cannot operate without receiving some sort of a fee for what they do, right? I'm sorry. That's just the long and short of it. And again, I know that's not what you're asking. I'm not putting that on you. You just reminded me of that question that I keep getting asked. So, late to the stream, and unfortunately got to leave already. Got to go to work. But all the love. Have a great day. Haters gonna hate, but believers gonna do. Absolutely, man. Tristan, have a fantastic day at work, brother. I hope you have a good one, man. Guys, again, if you're new here, please remember to hit the subscribe button. We got to keep the channel growing. Definitely helps. So, funky, who do that voodoo? It's spell time. I think Gary and Warren are in bed together. Sorry for the visual. Just going to do me dirty like that, eh, Beebs? Just going to do me dirty like that, brother. What else do we got, guys? What else is going on out there? All right, so little bid man, my man, he says, although this might seem like small news to many, Jasmy's personal data locker integration with the My Number card is the clearest path to 100 million users for Jasmy's data platform. I'm very impressed with Jasmy following through on old goals. 100% agree. They don't just give up. It takes a while, but they're going to get there, right? And I agree with what he says here, guys, that the integration of the PDL with the My Number card is absolutely the clearest and easiest way to get to 100 million users just in Japan, in my opinion. So I absolutely agree with that. 100%. 100%. Check this out. Check it out. Little Algorand news, guys. The release of Python on Algorand is more than huge. It's a massive innovation for the crypto space in its finest form. This is massive development. Guys, I remember doing videos. You can go back and watch them last summer. I was doing videos on Algorand when it was like 8 cents. Everybody was hating on Algo because they lost their TVL provider, all that stuff. And I told you guys back then, I said, listen, the fundamentals of Algorand have not changed, so the project will survive and it will thrive, right? The fundamentals haven't changed. It's still fast and it's still cheap, still a solid layer 1 project, and it has risen from the ashes, guys. Absolutely it has. Love Algorand. 100% love Algorand. Let's see what NeoSun has to say. Says, I agree with you, friend, adding this. As a reminder, Sato, in an earlier statement, mentioned that Jasmy emerged in their vision during the development of Felicia technology over 30 years ago in 1988, when they were when they were all working at Sony. Morita, the inventor of this technology and the pioneer in security at Sony, is also involved in Jasmy security to this day. By the end of 2012, Sony had announced delivering 605 million Felicia chips, incorporated into 403 million cards and 202 million phones. Jasmy can be seen as even more advanced security update for the personal data of all Japanese. Back in 2004, Natsuno, then director of multimedia services at NTT, expressed the idea that all credit cards, loyalty cards, card keys, and money should be integrated into the phone. Now, you're going to ask me, where am I going with that? Well, I'm going to pair that with this over here from Little Bidman, right? Where he says, I've been trying to tell people this for years. Sony Felicia, which we just talked about, the chips we just talked about with NeoSun, right? Sony Felicia chips is integrated into most Apple products. Jasmy is an innovator in bridging Felicia with the blockchain. So we're now drawing connections between Apple and Jasmy via Felicia chips, right? And the innovation of bridging Felicia with the blockchain, right? These ties run deep, guys, right? When you do your research, you start to discover this stuff and you're like, holy crap, right? That's the thing. That's why doing your research matters. And you get these people who say Jasmy scam, who've never done any research. They miss these things, guys, right? I've been connecting Jasmy to Apple for about a week and a half now for you guys, right? So some of you have been here and you know, some of you don't. But guys, if I just blew your mind, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Absolutely awesome if you do that for me. Hook us up with a sub. Be greatly appreciated. What do we got here? Bitcoin versus altcoins, guys. One shouldn't forget that altcoins mimic the structure of BTC and have a lot of catching up to do. Patience. So here we go. Over here, we've got the Bitcoin chart. Boom, through that iron wall, all the way up, guys. All the way up. And here we are with the alts. Right now, we are right here. We need to shoot up to about almost a $2 trillion market cap in the alts. Let's frickin' go. We need to get back to an all-time high on the altcoin chart. If Jasmy can at least get half of the 107 million PDL users before the bull run, that should push the price of Jasmy to $3 or even more with 100 million lockup monthly. Yes, exactly, Michael. It all comes down to what? Tokenomics, man. That's right. Pay to play. Pay to play. What else do we got? Check this out, guys. This is why we had such a rough week last week, guys. Okay, you got Bitcoin ETFs saw 418 million in inflows yesterday, following 5 consecutive days of outflows last week. So, guys, that's why yesterday we had a very, very bullish day. We had a pretty green day, right? That was yesterday. But look at the 5 days beforehand. We had nothing but heavy, heavy outflows, right, for Bitcoin. So the market was pulling back. Today, right now, we're likely in the red again with the outflows kind of dominating things. So we'll have to continue to play it out, and hopefully we can turn things around, get the inflows pumping. We got to listen. These outflows from Grayscale, right, can only last. We covered this about 2 weeks ago now. They could only last 96 more days before Grayscale was completely out of Bitcoin ETFs, right? They couldn't sell anymore. So, and I doubt they're going to sell 100% of their holdings, right? I doubt that. So we'll probably only have another month and a half of these outflows, and then these inflows are going to really start to dominate and take over. But what I would say is that thank God for these inflows from BlackRock and all that stuff, because if it wasn't for them, Bitcoin would have crashed so hard with all of the Grayscale and Genesis selling pressure over the last month and a half, 2 months, guys. Bitcoin would have crashed hard if it wasn't for these inflows, right? Which actually, I don't know, it depends on your perspective. I mean, it could have provided a fantastic DCA opportunity for a lot of people, but I digress, right? Yeah, so. And what else do we got going on? We got London Stock Exchange will start market for Bitcoin and Ether ETNs on May 28th. The stock exchange will accept applications for trading Bitcoin and Ether crypto exchange traded notes from April 8th. Guys, we just covered yesterday that Hong Kong was going to be doing the same thing, right? More ETFs essentially for Bitcoin in Hong Kong and over in London, right? Absolutely crazy, guys. This is going to be huge. This market cycle is going to be massive, guys, for inflows. The London Stock Exchange will roll out a market for Bitcoin and Ether exchange traded notes, and they're adding Ethereum as well. The stock exchange will accept applications for trading those crypto ETNs from April 8th. The market will be subject to approval from the UK regulator and Financial Conduct Authority, the note said. The FCA said earlier in March that it would not turn down requests from recognized investment exchanges to create a listed market segment for ETNs. The product will be available to professional investors only. At the time, the London Stock Exchange said it planned to accept applications for Bitcoin and Ether ETNs by the second quarter of this year. So expect to see more inflows for Bitcoin, but also for Ethereum, guys. That's going to be massive, guys. Massive. Absolutely love to see it, man. I love to see it. What else do we got going on? Looked at that. Okay, well, yeah. All right, so what do we got in the chat? LCX is on the move. I know Crypto Homes 777 is happy. Yeah, 25.7% up on the day. Looking juicy for sure. Looking juicy. Great chat as always, Rob. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you. I appreciate you. And also, Tracy, thank you for sharing my stuff over on X. I see you sharing it over there, and it's much appreciated. BlackRock going to control so many Bitcoin since market fall of BTC. BlackRock will own the market. Yeah, you're not wrong. Thank you for always being here, mate. You are blessed. We're blessed to have you. No problem, my friend. No problem whatsoever. I'm blessed to have you guys at the end of the day. I am blessed to have you guys. So yeah. Tracy, always sharing. You have great info. Thank you so much, Tracy. Thank you so much. Well, that is the news, guys, that I have for you this morning. I will be back a little bit later for this afternoon's live stream, so you don't want to miss that. Hopefully you guys are having yourselves a fantastic day, guys. Make sure you hit the subscribe button if you're new here. Be greatly appreciated if you would do that for us. We got to keep growing. Got to keep the JASMY content going out to the masses. So make sure you hit the subscribe button, guys. Click the join button or the link in the chat to become a channel member. It's incredibly cheap and affordable. So check that out, guys, and I will see you guys this afternoon. Have a good one, guys.